They actually did it as the Toronto Blue Jays come out in the biggest regular season game in a very long time and not only pull off the absolute unthinkable, but they do so on the back of someone who has been helping carry them all season long. And what was a grueling 162 games for this team, it came down to the wire and they showed out. The stars showed out. And folks, the Toronto Blue Jays, for the first time in a decade, have won the AL East. So I'm going to break all that down in this episode and discuss what it means as the playoffs now are set for the Jays with the first game starting on Saturday. But before we get into it all, folks, if you're a part of the percentage who aren't subscribed to the channel, if there was ever a video to hit that subscribe button, it's this one. Your guys' support all season long has obviously been fantastic. Haven't missed a upload in almost 2 years here, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Videos every single day. And folks, going to continue pumping out videos every day into the playoffs. Again, thank you guys. You guys mean the world to me. Let's dive right into it, ladies and gentlemen. The Jays did it. They did it. They won the AL East. There's so much to go over in today's video, but we're just going to take a step back here and let's just appreciate the fact that the Toronto Blue Jays are AL East champions for the first time in 10 years. You never know where a season will take you, and that is the epitome of this entire year, is just the fact that everyone stepped up. And I'm going to dive into the game and discuss that, but let's think back to where they were, in March, right? The regular season was approaching, and I was, cautiously optimistic about maybe getting a playoff spot, and Ben Nicholson-Smith on his own podcast at the Letters was saying, hey, 82 wins is optimistic. They come out and not only just do the unthinkable this year on the back of literally every single player, whether it's, I'm going to throw out some names you guys might even forget, pitch this year. They come out and they win the division in the biggest game of the year. Because guess what, folks? The Yankees won. So if the Jays would have lost this game, they would have lost the AL East. And it's crazy how ultimately what I thought would have been, cakewalk a couple weeks ago in the division, up 5 games. They send Chris Bassett to the IL, probably partially because they thought they had the division locked. Came down to the wire. George Springer, 3 for 4 with a home run. You have, of course, Vladdy, 1 for 5, but that one was a clutch RBI single. Anthony Santander, hitless. Dalton Varsho, some clutch hits. And the man of the hour, the man of the show, and you could argue one of the men of the year, Alejandro Kirk, hits not 1 but 2 home runs. Hits the grand slam in the bottom of the first that absolutely tore the roof off of the Rogers Center and just sent the whole city into a frenzy. Biggest hit of his career, biggest hit of the year. And for a team under this core that has had no postseason success, this is the first time not only that they win the division, but they now get a bye and they get to watch the other 2 teams in their own division. In our own division, folks, the Yankees and the Red Sox battle it out in a 3-game wild card series. Who has it better? Who has it better? Shout out to every single player in the lineup today. Miles Straw with a triple. They put up, for crying out loud, 13 runs. Just an absolutely dominant performance from start to finish. Yes, it was a little bit scary. Gausman ended up giving up 4. It was 5-4 there for a little bit. Gausman gave up the run in the first inning. But guess what? Gausman's also part of the reason, and one of the main reasons, the Jays were even competing for an AL East spot. He has went up against the Yankees. He went up against, I think, the Dodgers. Whatever it was. Dodgers multiple times this year, especially in the month of September, and was dominant. Won them games that you argue they shouldn't have won. They did it. And guess what? Gausman obviously was rough today. They picked him up. Mason Flaherty with the outing of the year. Hidden gem, hidden superstar. Is he actually a superstar? No, but who cares? He's a superstar today. 5-2 record for him randomly, which is ridiculous. 1 1/3 innings, no hits. Louis Varland, dominant. Brendan Little, dominant. Braden Fisher, dominant. Eric Lauer, guess what? What a fitting way to end, like Buck Martinez was talking about, what a fitting way to end the regular season with the guy who was sent to the bullpen pretty unfairly. Maybe even a bad decision in hindsight, the wrong decision. They got it done. He got it done. And he finished the game with a 1-2-3 inning after falling down 3-0. It is incredible what this bullpen has now been able to do. And this went from a bit of a problem a couple weeks ago to one of the best bullpens in baseball over the past few weeks. And that sets them up extremely, extremely well for what's going to be an absolutely ridiculous October. We are back into October baseball. 74 wins, I believe it was last year. To go from that to this year is absurd, especially given the fact that the acquisitions, the trade deadline, the acquisitions at the offseason last year didn't really do much. Like Santander, Jeff Hoffman. Hoffman was very valuable, I would say, but also, blew a lot of the saves. So you could argue either way. They got it done. And there's so much to even talk about. I might have another video tonight or a stream tonight or something. Obviously, videos every single day. There's so much to talk about, whether that's the roster decisions, the playoff race, the playoff race is over, the regular season's over, the seeding, everything. However, You know when Jeff Passan makes a tweet about the Jays, like he has his infamous tweets. He did it back in 2021. He did it again today. Alejandro Kirk is now 3 for 3 with 2 home runs, a double, 6 RBIs, and the Blue Jays are doubling up the Rays 8-4. This was, of course, before they even went further. He's got a curtain call from Rogers Center, and Toronto is 12 outs away from his first American League title in American League East, but an American League title. They're best team in the AL in a decade. Folks, truly special. I'm sure quotes are going to be flying out. I'm making this right after, of course, the game here. So as quotes come out, my next video will have a ton of them. I am floored. And again, been doing this since 2022 in August is when I started this channel. And this is the first time we get to celebrate a division win on the channel. They haven't won a playoff game every single time they've made the playoffs in this since this channel's inception. It's been, of course, in the wildcard series. They got swept both times. You can go back and look at, it was one of my first videos, the big collapse when George Springer and Bo Bichette hit up against each other. You also can go ahead, and that was, of course, against the Mariners. You can also go ahead and look at now, where we are now as, obviously, both as a channel, as a community, but also as a team here. And the Toronto Blue Jays, it is. Obviously, I'm not playing for the Toronto Blue Jays. It is electric, and it's almost emotional. It's crazy, especially, covering the team all season long, like a lot of you guys have. Shout out to George Springer. You can see here, Springer's 2025 season will go down in history as one of the best seasons ever in Toronto history. MVP. He was the Jays MVP. 32 home runs, 84 RBIs. This was a guy that people were talking about DFAing after he had the worst spring training in franchise history. He finishes the year not only above 300, almost 1,000 OPS at the age of 36. They would not be where they were without him. They would not be where they were without Nathan Lucas. They would not be where they were without Davis Schneider. Even guys like Ty France coming out clutch. Miles Straw. I remember the exact day they made that trade. I came home, I made a video on it, thinking, okay, well, this sucks. It means they're probably, once, of course, Roki signed elsewhere, I was like, okay, well, I guess they might DFA Miles Straw. Who knows what happens? Ends up being one of the most valuable bench players in all of the MLB, let alone, of course, the Jays. Ernie Clement, unbelievable season. So many things fell the Jays' way, but so many things didn't fall the Jays' way. Santander missing majority of the season. Bo Bichette obviously going down with an injury late in the year. I mean, tons of Max Scherzer missing a ton, going out 3 innings into his first start. I was at that game. So many storylines here. And I never thought Max Scherzer was going to pitch again for the Jays. Did he have a great year? Absolutely not. Will he be effective in the postseason? That's up to us to find out, but it is absolutely crazy. Now, on Saturday, they will begin a 5-game ALDS with the winner of this week's wildcard series between the Red Sox and the Yankees in New York. So, folks, we get to sit back, enjoy the off days for the next 6 days. Videos coming every single day, live streams coming throughout the week. And we get to look at what's going to be 2 teams, the Bronx and the Boston Red Sox in New York, battle it out against each other. I'm fine either way, no matter who it is. Give them to me. I'm fully confident in this team. Something else to note, Gausman had a pretty bad start today. This was his first time pitching on normal rest in a very long time. He'll have a week off, 6 days off, basically. So full rest heading into the wildcard series or the ALDS game 1. He's still going to be the starter. And folks, Bo Bichette might be back as well. Thank you guys for watching. It's been an incredible season. Obviously, more videos coming your way, multiple videos every single day. But again, if you've made it this far, your support truly means the world to me. Like I said earlier, love all of you. You guys are fantastic. We did it. Came a long way. No idea how it happened, but it happened. And now, folks, we're preparing for our first ALDS in this Coors era, in Vladdy and Bo Bichette era. Also, I want to give a shout out to John Schneider as well. Crazy year for him. Probably going to win Manager of the Year. But folks, thank you for bearing with me the entire year. Every single one of you, every single video. Your guys' support's fantastic. You guys are the best. You guys are beasts. See you later.